is the beginning of number 8, Chi Disruption Kata or form. It's called the ground form, or the earth form. And it represents the stomach, hence its being earth. It will help heal all sorts of things to do with the stomach, anything to do with the stomach, it will heal, and also the stomach meridian. It will also give you what's called in Chinese stomach power. They just call it stomach power. And stomach power is derived from the rear heel. In Tai Chi, for instance, if you have your foot too far around, you won't get stomach power. You have to have, that's why you have to have your foot at 45 degrees, so that they say you're getting stomach power. Now, I don't know the exact technical thing of why you're getting stomach power here, but that's what they say. This whole kata, whole form, is based upon the stomach. It's the chi disruption part of this form is well, it's not well. It's around the back. When you get around the back of the body, it starts to become, although they're all very dangerous, it starts to become extremely dangerous. It's instant, so when you do it, the person comes back instantly, so you've got to hit him straight away in the appropriate spot. It starts from the right side of his head, just there where it's at its zenith there, comes down to the middle of the ear. It doesn't go around the head, but where the middle of the ear, there's the middle of the ear there, so it comes down to there in a V shape, and then straight down outside of the side of his neck where it joins the shoulder. So you've got a V coming, 1, 2, like that. Not a C shape. It's got to be a move like that. Not like that sort of thing. The point that we strike afterwards should be fairly obvious. Straight back up into GB 20, right where the head goes in here to a dip. It's very easy to get to because you just go whack whack, and then even if you miss it here, it'll slip up into GB 20s anyway. It's a devastating strike. It goes. Whew! That's how it works. Thanks, Wal. This takes away also, it takes away your ground energy. Without your ground energy, you've really got nothing, because we gain our power from the ground. It takes your power away. And in particular, it stops you from doing any ground type movements like pushing downwards. And most of the things we do, even if we're doing a punch, that's a thing that goes into the ground, you see. So a lot of people, when they see this happen, think, oh yeah, what am I going to do with that? Push someone down. You're not. But it's punching because it's sinking into the ground. It's pushing or striking like that because that's still sinking into the ground. So that's what it means. It takes that power away. So whew, when you've done it, the person goes to do something to you and they just can't do it. But it'll come back instantly, so you've literally got to strike. Because it's around the back, it's not too complicated, but it's a little more complicated than things that are in the front of the body, because obviously you're facing the person. So you've got to have methods whereby you get around the back of the person. And pretty much a lot of the movements in this whole form or kata are based upon getting around behind the person and doing ground type movements like that down onto gallbladder 21 on the shoulders, for instance. That's all I have to tell you, isn't it? Yes. That's all I have to tell you, apart from starting the whole form. This form also, the last 3 are qigongs. There are qigong involved in this form. And the qigong that's involved in this form, hello, never work with dogs or children. Hello, beautiful. The qigong that's involved with this form gives you ground energy, the energy or the qi or the power from the ground. And once again, as with the last form that we did, it has a yin and a yang part, and it's done twice, and it has a yin and a yang part as well. So we'll start off, again, I'll do it to the camera in a minute, but we might as well start off in the same direction I always start off in. We'll call that the north down there. Left foot forward this time, and both hands up as we normally did. This move, I guess you could say, is the opening move of the Tai Chi form. That's basically what you're doing here, except with a little thing in between it. It could also be classed as being a form of waving hands like clouds, because waving hands like clouds, although technically it's this sort of move, but basically what you're doing is the movement that the clouds would make. You see, so any moves like this can be deemed to being wave hands like clouds, because that's the way the clouds go, isn't it? So the very first movement could, I guess, be called,